Let's talk about der and where. Let's talk about let's talk about der and word. Hey man, we're talking about der where. Hey, look at here, look at here, look at here. Down down chica, down the chica. When you rocking with the orange neons. Okay, okay, right. Oh, alright. Flash, flash, what hello. I think somebody really rocking a jig, yeah. It looked like that, and we're rocking you know, rocking a little jig, yeah. You got a flashing light, rocking a flash, LED, right? Nobody cares. We just open it up, and then we're famous. And one day, they go famous, and one day, you know, they're struggling so long, nobody care about them. Like you said, you go check it at the movie then it'll Tubi and it's about right there what they did. Low stripe and streets like the 80s BMX style motocross MX styles. MX mess with the S and the X and the mess and S and Max. They be flaunting that early loose style Caucasian, right? Pre baggy man. Try to go back to the pre baggy man. Baggy man, sit, hey, but still look at this. They got the Raven style. They try to make the Daft Punk. They're going with the Daft Punk, eh? The Firestarter Punk style. When I first heard the high pitched voice on the track, I was like, Ninja says he was like, wow, that's the best rap vocal I ever heard, man. That was the best. You know, when you got the best, you should just rest instead of trying to be the best. The test. Well, it's Ninja, and then I believe the other one's name is Vanilli. Avanye? Or Yvane. Yvane? Yevana. Yolandi. Yolandi Vanilla. Ninja Banana Lenanda. What we talk about? They need more lip syncing. You know? It makes me uncomfortable to see them to sing so much and they're so much out of breath. And it's like that really stresses me out, Bob. You can get really raw. You can get really Daft Punk and still keep your breath. That's too much effort, man. What are they gonna do in 5 years when they're old from the fog machine done burnt up the lungs? I guess then they can talk about baby. They talk about baby. What you gonna do when the eyes done got burnt from the LED and the smoke machine done burn your voice and you can't do the Prince voice no more? Well, I'm gonna give you a little advice, man. You just talk about I don't talk about baby. You gotta be three top of the pops. Yeah. Let's have some more history lesson here now. Where they started off in Melbourne, Australia. Just kidding, very close, right? They look like the Melbourne Australians. No, but they're straight bone frickin' man. Straight bone frickin' man. The tricolor South African desert land, man. The Pangea, they're from Pangea. Legatoga Pinja. Anyway, the first time Ninja heard my voice, he says, that's the worst damn voice I've That's the worst voice I've ever heard. But then what it said, we're looking for something people like. Wrong. There's a first mistake, boy. African always trying to be number one. What came first? The Pangea or the African man? Well, back in the beginning, the South African desert, underneath the African is the river. That's called the underwater river. Now, if they could have tapped into that, then they would really have got something banned. But they just tapped into this bad prodigy Ray. No offense. Just saying, you big fans out there. If you're a fan of this band, right, I hate this band in the comments, alright? That way it'd be like opposite day. And then they have more to say. Because no one wants to hear, the same old thing every day. Anyway. Bomber Light. Late, man. Good luck with that.